Today we're going to be making the Tetris. This is going to be remade with using Sketch so that it's much easier to make. So we're just going to shift 40, shift up 40, and then up 40 like this. So 40 by 40 square, and click on this and change it to alignment of inside, and then round. So we're using Sketch so that this can be finished in one class. It's much easier to make it with Sketch. Then click Finish Sketch here. It'll look like this here. Get another sketch. This one's going to be hold shift, go right 40, go up 20, right 20, up 20 again. Go left 40, down 20, left 20, and then down 20. So it looks like this, 40 by 60. Do the same thing, turn it on, change alignment to inside and then round. And this is going to be the orange one that you saw on the left. So we're going to make the next one now. We go right 60, up 20, left 20, up 20, left 20, down 20, left 20, and then down 20. So 60 by 40 like this. Click on this, change it to keep it at inside, and then change it to round. And then you can click Finish Sketch. And then move this to the side. Okay, now we're going to do the last two. This one is just going to be a long length of, this is going to be length 80, up 20, left 80, and then down 20. Just like that. Do the same thing, make sure it's inside, alignment inside, and then change it to round. And then we can click Finish Sketch. And then we just need to make the yellow part here. Click Sketch. Move this to the right, 55. $65. And then like this. Yeah, 65 down like that. Change the height of everything to 20. Change this to a box. Change all these colors to the correct colors here. Okay, now we're going to be making the part here. So we're going to go to the right 20, down 20. Right 20, down 40. And then just continue this on from here. Yeah, the large ones are 40 in there, and then just continue this pattern. Change this to round, and then cap into the round. Then click Finish Sketch here. Change all of this to change the width to 144, and then change the length to 144. And change the height to 20.2. And then turn it so that it looks like this. We're gonna get a box here. Height 20.2. Length of 2. Align it to the top here. Do it like this here. Yeah, so just move it so that it looks, move it down until it intersects just there. Duplicate it and do the same thing on the other side. Select everything and then click Group All. So now we're gonna get a tube here. So this is gonna make the bottom of our game here. We're gonna set the radius to a very high. So we're gonna initially set it to 100. And then the wall thickness is going to be 1. So the sides to the max, which is 128. And since 100 actually isn't large enough, we're going to change the diameter to actually 290. So 290 length and width. We're going to set the height of the tube here to that value. a line to the center here. And we're gonna move it up until you see the edges, the edges are touching the tube. And you can change the color to be change it to be transparent so you can see exactly when it's touching. So right now I'm just zooming in to check when it's touching. Right now I'm just checking to make sure that um, the, that it's inside, that the zigzag pattern is inside the tube here, but right now it's poking out a little. So just adjust the snap grid to a very small value. Make sure that the zigzag pattern doesn't poke out of your tube, but it is inside. So now we're gonna get a hole, a box hole. So we want to cut everything that's at the top. So everything that's outside of this region here. So first we're gonna do a rough cut and then select the tube in the hole here and group it. And this didn't cut entirely, so I'm gonna stretch the height so it cuts it entirely. Like this. Take this and then group it. So it should look like this now. We're gonna take another box to cut out more parts here. And we're gonna cruise it onto the side of this vertical, kind of this piece here, this edge here, to cut this part out. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. Cruise this onto the vertical edge here, so it looks like that. It might take some time for it to fully cut once it's grouped. And when you're done, it should look like this. So the outer ring for the tube shouldn't be there. We're gonna search for this kind of curved words generator, and this is where we're gonna put the name of the person's design. And this one for the demo, we're gonna use the name Andrew. Change the point size to 40 and arc and radius set to these. And we're gonna set it counterclockwise. arc is 80. And set the point size to 50. It should look like this. So we're going to align it to the center this way. And you may need to adjust the arc so that it fits completely inside the thing. And I'm going to change point size to 60. And set the height to 10. I'm going to change the snap grid back to 1 millimeter. And then move it up inside this design here. So you want the names to be touching the base of the kind of the arc here, but they can't be going outside of the arc. They should be touching the arc though. And we're going to make it transparent so that you can see when it's crossing, the text is entering the inside of the arc here. You may want to slightly turn the text if it isn't inside here. So you can see the E and R don't seem to be inside. So you can decrease the snap grid and then move it up or down so that the text go inside the arc. So make sure all the texts are touching the arc. So now we're going to group everything once you're done. So I think I ungrouped it because I saw some things were
not completely inside here. So I changed the color to be red. So the crucial thing is make sure that all the text are inside the arc, but they aren't going like outside the arc. They aren't going out the other side. That's important. And then if everything is good, then you can group it. It may take some time for the Tinkercad to process. And if everything looks good, you can get out of the transparent mode and then go to full, um, make it one color.